turned into a businesswoman, and a businesswoman regarding the way that I run 3 companies in 3 countries. So, uh, my basic business is about safety and security. So I have to deal with governments and individuals as well. Uh, the other aspect of my business is cybersecurity and data handling and business intelligence. So business intelligence, the world is, we have to see the international business trends and have to merge them in the local client or local government or local problems criteria, and then we have to bring out a unique solution to every safety and security situation we get. I got a very new perspective of business. I'm in this business for last 7 years. Before that, I was an associate professor of international relations, political economy, and nuclear politics. So my shift from the public policy making and international relations to the business world, I did my MBA, and then I joined the business fraternity. So it is like something which I can give you, ma'am, from the Brazil, ma'am, Beatrice was talking about real time scenarios. So the real time scenario I can see myself. One of the soft house I run from USA is we basically give cybersecurity solution to the banks and financial institutions. So the people who are from economics background, they can understand how important it is to secure the economic the framework of commercial banking through cybersecurity. So today I don't want to talk about terminologies, and I don't want to talk about a lot of academic stuff, but what I want to talk about is the trends. So if you allow me to share screens, I will tell you what trend we as business people or we as general citizens of any country or any fraternity, especially the South Asian model, how the global trends are affecting the South Asian model more rigorously due to this pandemic. So this is going to be I will discuss the top 10 trends, which basically in the early to 2020, they were global trends. But if you, and the countries like Pakistan and India were not very much concerned about them because of their grassroots level economic structure, their this education structure, which was less online and more classroom and university and school and university level. But suddenly with this pandemic, the whole trend setting things shifted to the countries like India and Pakistan. Dr. Swati is not here, she will endorse me in this, that because we have lots of population, and the technology that is coming with these trends, the technology that is bringing its fruits, or you can say its repercussions to the people, and people are us. So if you look at our model, we are so many, we have a lot of population, and we are eager to learn, and we are ready with the infrastructure. Like we have a lot of smartphone sales, we have the wholesale computers and laptop markets, and we have a lot of use of social media, which is more than the countries even from where they're generated. The social media usage, especially the way Facebook and Twitter and TikTok and Amazon, Alibaba, and all these online daraz, which has been bought by Alibaba, and then those Uber and Careem, and how the technological platforms have benefited from our nations. It is the same as the East India Company with a small establishment came to the subcontinent, called India the Golden Sparrow, and just took the opportunity to use the resources into their own benefit. So at that time, after the Second World War, multinationalism encouraged. But if you just replace the trend with global ecosystem emergence, global technological ecosystem emergence. If you allow me to share screen,
It's
Doctor,
already,
I want to show.
it's already.
I just want to give a brief idea about just 1 minute. Let me share screen. So if you can see the screen,
Yes.
okay. So these are basically, I will not take a lot of time.
Okay.
Um, I will just show you the trends and I'll talk about them one by one. Okay. So these are the top 10 trends. Basically, the people from economics will understand whosoever is doing an applied research, they have to consider the statistics provided by these trends in the given research scenario, and they can get a better result of their research. The first one is colliding ecosystem, which I have already talked about, that the companies who are operating their technological frameworks from different environments are now coming towards the third world or the emerging third world environment, especially the South Asian, the Southeast Asian economics. The second one is the shift of business and the shift of understanding the consumer behavior is now from is shifted to the platforms from the producers. The producers are just using, they are just interested in production, and the other the sales, the marketing, the promotion, the after effects, the profit bearing, the repercussions are just came towards technological platforms which are now promoting the same product in a different way, in a different customized way for different economies and different markets. The third one is what is yours is mine. Means here I want to discuss the trend of using already existing resources under the technological platform. For example, Food Panda, that already existing restaurants are being used by the riders and the food is delivered to the customer without investing any money in the website. Then Uber and Careem. Then in Pakistan there were Airlift, and the other one is something I'm forgetting the name. Then this Airbnb and other Airbnb is something which is my internet is. So these are all the things that it is your house, your car, your restaurant, and the technological companies are making the best use of your resources in the given time and giving opportunities for individuals like Dr. Saban. Dr. Sab was the second one. He was talking about starting new business in pharmaceutical industry, because the pharmaceutical industry is getting a lot of exposure after COVID-19, and it has increased as a sector. Like if you see the travel sector and the energy sector has gone down. So the pharmaceutical industry and the medical and health management industry has filled that gap with this the vacuum has been filled by them. So what is yours is mine, that I already have a facility, and with the technology, use of technology, I can rent that facility to you to make best use of it. So this is the trend which should be observed in post COVID, or this whole COVID period, that the people who are having opportunities, who are having the production of some medicines, for example the chloroquine or the other Dexy, Mithro something, Mithrocin or something, these are all the raw material are easily available in India and Pakistan. So people who are investing in these, for example, China is PPE, the what is PPE? The personal protective equipment. The China is the torchbearer of the PPE industry, and with COVID-19, though China got affected a lot, but the whole world has been supplied by their PPE. Like 87% of the PPE supplied in the whole world, not including Europe and USA, was given by China to the world. So this is also a trend which you should see, that other countries can come in this regard as well. The fourth trend is invisible money, like online shopping, bitcoins. Pandemic, this COVID-19 has given the way to invisible money. Then there are three ways of invisible money to see. One is like the plastic money. The second one is like you can take the loan and lend, and with a small interest you can give it better. And the third aspect is the social the social beneficial programs like Ehsas program in Pakistan, and there are certain similar program in other countries like India, China as well. The students of economics will understand how a large shift of money happened through these, especially the international consortium which is giving aid to the countries like WHO, like other public international health organization. A large sum of money has been shifted from one nation to the other nation or nations, and thus changing the monetary ecosystem of the world. Now I will come to the fifth one, which is like the gaming culture. That everything that we are offering you gives you an excitement and adventure. Like if you are doing online shopping, there is so much customization. There are so many options. There's so many things which makes you feel as if you are sitting in a home and playing a game. For example, if people, some of the countries have opened this on Facebook, they have given you this, that if you go into if you open your GIS system, if you go into someone near who has been diagnosed with COVID, the Facebook will tell you that you are under this the circumference, or you are under the diameter in which there are so many COVID patients are around. So this is like we are playing a game in terms of tackling with the pandemic. Like you can see the situation of hospitals. The hospitals are announcing online that we have this much ventilators left, we have this much beds left, and they're shifting very urgently. They're shifting patients to the other facilities, and thus it's like playing a game. So giving this effect, technology is giving this to a big household, that you are part of this much big at a decision making level and at a policy level. The sixth one is play it your way, which I have already explained in the gaming gamification title, that it is your way to deal. You have more to spend, you have more choices. You have less to spend, you have other channels to get the aid. If you don't have anything to spend, then there is another set of instructions. For example, like Dr. Swati talked about, that most of the people who are daily wagers, they had to flee back to their remote areas. And the going back was a difficult task, but when they reached there, they found a lot of opportunities, like organic farming was there for them. They could have cattle, and I know personally so many people with small loans. They have bought their cattle from the start of the pandemic, and now they're raising these cattle to make an earning on the Eid which is coming, the Eid al-Azha which is coming. So this is how people are just transforming their interest from the urban economy to the basic organic or the village economy. So these are the people from the economics background can understand that third world countries are good in adaptation, because they have to earn to make both end meets. Their daily income is less than $2 to $3 per day, and this means that you are open in the battle. It is just like if someone from political science or from history remembers what happened in Second World War, which was there for almost 5 years, and 2 atomic bombs were dropped. But still, the Great Depression came in 1930s, not in 1940s, 45 to 40 to 45 period, because people were adapting to the environment of war very, very sensibly and very naturally, very organically. So this comes in this title, that play it your way. You have to find ways, you have to find things to make both ends meet. And with initial like 2 to 3 months of suffering, people are now learning new techniques. I'm in the business world, and I have seen so many people who have been earning throughout this pandemic period. On the other hand, the people who had like very white collar jobs are still looking for any opportunity, but the people who are earning very less, they immediately adapted to other ways. So this is one trend which should be included in every research, applied research, that what is the rate of adaptability to this pandemic in the age of technology, in the age of global cooperation and global collaboration. The seventh one is cookie cutters, which is like
We have 5 minutes more, please.
Yeah, I'm just finishing it. And we have this cookie cutter means that the technology is more user friendly now, and it is the websites are becoming less taking less time to download, and we have 5G technology, which is coming straight in the hands of the user without any interruption from the other areas. And then we have this social media management technique, in which social media is playing playing a very important role in making choices. There is social media marketing, social media influence in our life is becoming so much more. If you look at your phones and you see that feature, that how much what you have used in 24 hours in your phone, you will see like an average person is using 6 to 8 hours on Facebook or Twitter or these kind of applications. So this there is a darker side of social media, and we have to see this, how it is influencing our social and public life. Like someone was talking about domestic violence. One reason of domestic violence could be the use of a lot of screen, so that your mind becomes more inclined toward depression, because there's so many news coming your way without your consent. The ninth one is post-production advertising. Now, this is a new kind of advertising, which is giving us marketing. The principles of marketing are challenged through this technological advancement, that you don't have to plan a product, you don't have to produce a product, you don't have to test a product. You just do the business intelligence, you just run the business intelligence tools, and see the demand, and then the demand is basically the product. Once the demand is here, you start advertising without even discussing about what the product is and what its impacts are. The last one is the age of addressable TV. So now, because we are spending a lot of time, and TV has become a tool of judging people's behavior towards political parties, towards business organizations, towards health and other projects, towards education, which Dr. Beatrice was saying, that the real-time classroom is something which you can, like from a TV channel, you can bring the classroom to the house, and it is it has more checks and balances. So these are all the things which I wanted to say. These are the trends which should be seen, and a lot of people can do research, applied research, while sitting in on their desktop and just following these trends, and learning some machine language, or learning some tools or new softwares which can modify the data according to your need, which is already available through these trends. And from that data you can understand where the problem areas are and how you can tackle them with technology. That's it. Anyone want to ask any question?
Thank you very much. What a fantastic talk. Purely applied research perspective, and 10 trends which you highlighted are very important, and will be very helpful for the students or the doctors as well, which are interested to run the new ideas with the new research. And hope you guys will learn with these trends a lot. And I request you to the audience, please ask the question.
Yes, I have a question, sir. This is Khizar here.
Yes, sir, please.
Uh, Dr. Annie, thank you so much for sharing the exceptional knowledge that you have about business and from the business fraternity. I just want to ask or require your suggestion that what you suggest that in subcontinent, especially in Pakistan or India, what kind of business is suitable in this situation? Is there a product-oriented business or a services-oriented business is suitable in this current scenario? But need your kind suggestions.
See, it depends on what resources you have. I personally suggest a service oriented business, because I told you the technology is there to help me the producer meet the middleman. So if you have anything which like, it's a good time for entrepreneurship, because people are having a lot of infrastructure, not but they don't know how to manage it to give benefit to the other people. Dr. Handarati started this with this Islamic perspective, and I like the way she was thinking about the social implication, that anything in this pandemic age is giving a social betterment with a business profit is a good idea. For example, if you see, there is this one friend of mine, she's running an online tuition center which is helping parents. They're not for students, they're for parents of schools like HSN and Grammar and kind of schools that the parents are not well equipped with making the use of the resources school is giving. Parents don't know how to take out the homework or the daily assignment. So these people are helping, their training parents to use the technology to learn, to help them learn Zoom and Google Classroom and the O levels and A levels past papers, how they can download and how they can take mock exams of their own students, how they can contact British Council directly and ask the future of their students. So this is something, and they're charging like 2,000 per week or 1,500 per week, which is very nominal for parents. And parents are, instead of asking the family members or the children themselves who can misguide them, they're learning the skill online properly. And the people, they started in a social perspective, but then they started taking a little money so that the sense of responsibility comes in the process. And so many people, even some elderly people are joining, because elderly people were spending time traveling before that, but now due to pandemic, they have to learn Zoom, they have to learn how to use Netflix or Prime. So I recommend you, Khizr, that you should look for the service sector, especially the people in need. And there are so many people who are joining food panda delivery services, medicine delivery services. People are turning their normal vans into ambulances. People are turning their motorbikes into paramedic or emergency service bike. You know, and the grocery. I have seen so many rickshaw turned into. They have grocers app. You know, you can buy grocery for anyone by going to grocer app. So these are all the things which technology is offering you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Very
ma'am.
much
Thank you so
for
much.
such
Thank
a
you so much.
nice answer and nice talk. We learn a lot. All the participants which are here, if they like to, they can open their cameras because I was interested to take a picture. Please open your cameras. All the participants here, please open the cameras. All the please, who are listening me,
You should have taken it earlier, because we were more at that
actually,
time.
yes. It is the first experience this way, so that's why. And some people were maybe not ready to give the picture because they are sitting in a relaxed mood. So maybe this is the problem. I am very thankful to all of you guys, and especially my speakers who gave us a fantastic talk to all of us. We learn a lot. We got the new ideas from your discussions, your talks. And it is the first session, not the last one. And you guys, please be connected with this cafe. And coming soon sessions will be more constructive and more helpful for us, because next plans we are maybe going to shift to one-to-one discussions, because our detail and depth discussion are maybe more helpful for the some specific trends and specific students. So next session soon we will arrange, and you guys will learn a lot. And once again, I will say thank you very much. And I will share with you your certificates, appreciation certificates soon with your connections and on the WhatsApp, on the cafe. And this all video will be available on International Knowledge Cafe YouTube channel. Please have a look on it, and please share this channel with others, so we can get maximum people connected with it, and we will learn from each of others. Thank you very much. And if you have some topic to suggest for the next coming sessions, please suggest. I will try my best to arrange the session soon, and we will learn. And with the prayer that the countries and societies will recover from the pandemic soon, and we will live again happy social life. Thank you very much. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.